Once again, happy morning. Mind testing, mind testing. I want people to come little closer. You are all leaders. You already came. Come on. Please come little closer. Would you like to work in groups even in this presentation? Yes, no? No? Do you want me to give a lecture? Huh? Okay, huh? Boss. Okay, we'll start. Now, whatever we are going to see on the screen, okay, this is all about some kind of experience what we got in the corporate world, and I need to narrate how this video was produced somewhere in 2008. In corporate training, we used to show a lot of foreign videos. It will be either from US, UK, Canada, or whichever country it is. Every time a participant will come and ask, why is it that in India we don't produce videos? It's not that it is not produced, it was produced, but the only thing is it was not brought to the limelight. Every time somebody will come and ask, then I felt, why don't we do it? What's a big deal about it? Okay? I decided to make a video, but next question is on what should we make a video? Okay, we need to identify, we need some script. And then what was missing is, whenever I went and did a program for all these team leaders, first time managers, and frontline managers, what we found is these people are very good, but somewhere down the line, the way they handle themselves or the way they handle their subordinate was missing. I got an idea out of it. Now, what should be the base of the script? Should I come and tell my techniques? Who am I to tell it? Or should I borrow some techniques? From where do we borrow? That's the time where I got an idea. Why don't we go back and reflect something from philosophy? Before a few thousand years, there was a great philosopher who said a lot of good things. And when I was hunting for a philosopher, I found Socrates to be the right person for today's modern management. Okay, I found him to be the most apt person for teaching us how to be effective in our own lives and how to be effective in workplace. This is the base on which this video has been done, but I am not going to show the video due to certain time constraint. I will show you the PPT based on this video, but I will tell the story, and that story will help us to understand how to be effective as executives. On? Huh? Hello? What on? No on. I don't know how to dance. But you learnt it today. 3 varieties of dances. Huh? What are you talking? Now you don't want to dance, huh? Directly, PPT. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. What is effectiveness? Answer. What is effectiveness? What is efficiency? Start thinking. Efficiency is a throughput. Huh? Very good, sir. Continue. There is nothing right or wrong in life, sir. It will only get applied somewhere. Then. Thank you, thank you. Very good. I am happy. Yeah. Next. It's too cold here. Next. Doing the right thing in the right way is what, sir? Effectiveness, efficiency. Adu sollumbodhu voice is going inside. Effectiveness. Okay. Then keep trying. Come on. Friends, I'll tell you one thing. Once you finish your MBA, when you go to the outside world, they will ask you a question, and if you don't answer that question, after that they'll tell, you are an MBA, you should be knowing this. You will definitely face it. First 6 months after finishing my MBA, for everything in the world they'll ask something, you are an MBA, you don't know this. They'll ask a lot of questions. Suddenly somebody asks, what is debt equity ratio? I am a hardcore marketing guy. I said, I don't know. You are an MBA? Boss, I'm a hardcore marketing guy. And then they ask something very critical in marketing, out of syllabus. Okay? Let's come to this, right? I'm coming to the right direction. Now tell me, what is efficiency, what is effectiveness? Oh, anything that shows impact on others, that is effectiveness. That is, we call somebody here, make him stand and give one on his mouth and all the teeth break, that is an effective punch. Correct? That's what we are trying to tell. Okay? Doing right things, doing things right. Now tell me, in this, which is effectiveness, which is efficiency? Doing things right, doing right things. What is doing right things? Efficiency is doing right things or doing things right? Doing things right is efficiency, 100% right, very good. Then what should be effectiveness? Doing right things. Okay. Now, this is what this gentleman told before few thousand years, and his name is Socrates, as I said. Now let me tell you what this video is all about. Okay, this is a story of a young manager or a young executive who works in the corporate world, who is very much disturbed about his life as well as his job. His description about workplace is jungle, his description for his boss is monster. That shows his height of frustration. One day when he is back to home, he keeps getting continuous calls from his company. At one stage, he is irritated and he switches off the mobile, and Socrates appears in front of his eyes. Okay, this is just an imagination. Okay, and he tells, I've been seeing you for a long time, we have a lot of problems in life. And immediately this guy gets irritated and asks, who the hell are you and why did you come inside my room? And he tells, I was able to enter the hearts of many thousand people in the world. Entering this house is not a difficult. Then this guy gets angry. No, this character's name is Vishal. Why are you talking like a philosopher? He'll tell a philosopher will talk like a philosopher only. And the other person who will talk philosophy is a person who's not happy in the married life. Okay, if your married life is successful, you become a good husband, otherwise you become a fantastic philosopher. Somebody said this. Okay, I don't know whether it is right or wrong. However, let's come back into executive. And then Vishal tells, why did you come here? He tells, look, Vishal, take me to your office for a day. Let me try to understand what kind of work you're doing. Based on that, let me see how I can help you to realize whether you are an effective executive or not. This is the script, okay? Now what Vishal does is, if you come to my office, people will see you. Then he tells, nothing to worry. Nobody can see me, only you can see me. This is the idea of the script. And they go to the office. He sees Vishal's workstation, fully cluttered with papers, material, and that shows how organized he is. Okay? Organized person. And now first thing what he gets is a call from his boss. His boss calls him and he tells, Vishal, come to my room, I want to talk to you. Okay? He goes inside the room and boss starts firing him left, right. He tells, Vishal, I'm not happy with your productivity, I'm not happy with your results, I'm not happy with the way you carried on this entire budget, this is not fair. And Vishal tells, sir, I've given all the reports, I need something more than that, Vishal. And Vishal gets irritated and he walks out, and now he meets Socrates and he tells, look at my monster, the way he is talking. Who do you think will work under this kind of character? And then Socrates will ask, what was your boss asking? No, my boss was asking me to tell more about what I did. He wanted me to come up with a lot of realization. Okay, my dear friends, we all who are going to work will definitely undergo something called performance review. Okay, none of us can escape this. Okay, when we talk about performance review, boss will sit and ask us question, what you did, what you didn't do well, what you could have done well. Okay, these kind of questions will come. At that time, if I don't do an introspection, I will not be in a position to face my boss. And what was Socrates' words before a few thousand years is something like this. He said, unexamined life is not worth living. What do you understand by this? Unexamined life is not worth living. What is your understanding? That is the problem with philosophy. Sometimes it's difficult to understand. Okay? Anybody, can you share your thought? What is unexamined life is not worth living? Not analyzing the things what we are doing. Very good. Not observing. Next. When do you think a person can identify his strengths and weakness? When he looks into himself. Let me narrate a small story. Once, there was a tigress which was chasing a group of sheep. It got hit on a rock, it fell down, and it delivered a small tiger. The small tiger did not know what to do in life. It started going along with the sheep, and it started behaving like a sheep over a period of time. Okay, literally eating grass. One fine day, a huge tiger came to attack this group of sheep, and it was surprised to see a small tiger sitting with them. And this tiger did not know what to do. It stopped hunting because it is very surprising to see a tiger not eating a sheep. By the time all these sheep ran away and this tiger was caught. Now this big tiger came near the small tiger, and the small tiger saw like this and said, "Don't eat me, my friends are running, please allow me to go." Tiger was confused. Eh? What the hell are you talking here? Then this big tiger said, "I will not eat you. Come with me, I'll help you understand who you are." Okay? Small tiger trusted, went. This big tiger took the small tiger near a river bank and said, "My dear tiger, just see in the water and tell me what are you seeing." The small tiger saw in the water and said, "My face is looking like your face is looking like my face. Now tell me one thing, does your sheep friends look like you?" Tiger said, "No, they are totally different. Now I am a tiger, you are a tiger. I eat sheep, then what are you supposed to eat?" And the small tiger said, "I've been missing the fun all these years in my life." Okay? Once in a while, the minute we start asking ourselves, what am I doing? What was my goal? Am I in line with my goal or not? That examination will help us to understand ourselves better, and that is the first step towards becoming effective. Any company which wants to analyze whether they are doing well or not, they need to constantly look into their products, whether it is serving the market or not, whether customers are happy with the product or not. Classical example is, any time Toyota launches a vehicle, if there is a problem in the vehicle, what do? They call it back. Why? What are they trying to do? They sold it here. What's a big deal? I sold it, that's it. Why should I call it back? Because if I want to be the best car company, I need to keep checking a vehicle even when it goes to the customer's hand. It is not that I do a 100% quality check inside the factory. Let us try to do this introspection. Okay? A question to you. When was the last time you did an introspection about yourself? Just now? When I was telling this? Very good, sir. I like you. Obedient student. Good, good. When I am talking about this, if you are able to reflect, when was the last time I examined my life? It's a great thing to do. Okay? Anybody else? Last night before going to sleep, you did an examination about yourself. Very good. What happened in that examination? No, let him answer, yeah. Very good. What are the things that went on well? What did not do well? Good. Next. Fantastic, sir. This is the word I wanted. Last time when I failed, that's the time where I did an introspection. Every time you do an introspection, you need not wait for failures to do an introspection. Correct? When I introspect, I know where I'm going right, where I'm going wrong, so that I can change my habits. After failure, it is like, eyes totally gone, I need to go and see the sun and tell, vitamin E please. In Tamil, kannu kettappunna Surya Namaskaram. But still it is not late. If you ask me, it is better not. It is better to do it rather than not doing it. Okay? I'll give you 2 minutes time. I am sure you people have notepads or whatever in your hands. Just quickly write about yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Do it fast. 2 minutes. Early in the morning, 4 o'clock, doing an introspection. What an opportunity, guys. Please do introspection about yourself. Don't try to introspect somebody's life. Done? Oh, you're doing an introspection in the mobile, huh? Take it. Okay, fine, enough. Now tell me, what did you write? Few of you please answer. What kind of introspection happened? Huh? Huh? You identified your strengths? You identified your weakness? How many of you find it difficult to identify your strengths and weakness? 1%. Anybody else? 2, 3. Slowly it will rise. I don't know why. Okay? For people who find it difficult to identify your strengths and weakness, here is a simple technique to use it. Go back and reflect on the days where you were appreciated, where people spoke good about you, where you felt you achieved something, where you got some laurels, wherever you got some kind of medals or awards. Those reflects your strengths. Go back and reflect on regular scoldings you get from your parents, teachers, and regular issues that you face, regular habits of no coming late. Wherever you feel somebody is criticizing you, and identify what it is that can be your weaknesses. Okay, don't try to break your head too much. Let's go to the next part. Okay. Now, Vishal and Socrates, they had an interaction. Now what happened is, Vishal's boss shouted at Vishal and he said, you need to do all these things, otherwise you are not going to be working here for a long time. Now Vishal has a subordinate or somebody working under him. He immediately started shouting at his subordinate. And Socrates is watching all these things and he asked, what the hell are you doing? He said, you saw the way how my boss shouted? He is just fighting with me. Because these guys are not giving anything in time, I am getting scolding, so I am just downloading the scoldings. You got my point? Downloading is pressure comes. Okay, when you join as a management trainee, under you nobody will be there to show this pressure. But once you join at a level where you will have 20 people reporting under you, your boss will call, right? He will take off your happiness, and the best part to go and show it out is subordinates. Okay? Now, my dear friends, how many of you have the habit of going and showing your anger in the home? See, hands are rising, very good, very good. Okay? You show it at home, How do you show it? I just want some kind of a demonstration. How do you show it? Ma'am, your hands were raising very high. You tell me, how do you show it? Think one of your friend as your family member and demonstrate what do you do. If it is not physical, it is okay. Oh. Okay. So you fight with your mother. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. I'll narrate an incident that happened in one of the manager's life. His boss called him and he shouted at him very badly. And now this gentleman went to his house. Please pay attention. This is very, very important. This can help us to change our life also. He went to his house. If his wife gave a cup of coffee which was not hot, okay, he immediately started showing the anger on her, telling, what the hell are you doing here? Is this the way you make a cup of coffee? Now tell me, who is inside him? The boss. The boss. Please remember this. And now this lady went inside the kitchen, and when she was placing the vessel, she was placing it very forcefully. From outside, the husband started shouting, that is a modular kitchen for which even the EMI is still not completed. Don't break it. Your father did not buy this. Immediately she got wild and she came out and she said, you don't have any rights to talk bad about my father. She said, I know your father very well here. Instead of buying a railway ticket, he bought a platform ticket and he sent me it from your hometown here. What kind of father you have now? Okay, now what happened is, the problem is between you and me. Why are you pulling my father? Okay, it went on. Now, son came. Daddy, daddy. Father said, your daddy is dead, go man. Now, son needs to show the anger somewhere. They had a nice dog in the house, like a pug. He saw the dog in close-up. Imagine a film-making style. One close-up for the dog's face, one close-up for the small boy. Cut and show it. And now this dog was just seeing this boy in a close-up, and this boy got irritated and he kicked at the pug and he said, idiot, you're absolutely looking like my father only. You got it? Straight. And now poor pug, where to show the anger? There was one man going in the colony. This dog went and started pouncing on him. And that guy was irritated. He came back and he said, sir, as per the colony rules, you are not supposed to have a dog here. This is not fair. Your dog is misbehaving with me. In your house, there is already 2 dogs who's misbehaving with you. Go try to control those dogs. You know who they are. It is up to your imaginations. Now, who is there inside this person when all these things happened? Boss. Very good. Very good. After 3 months, the same boss was appreciated to the core. Manager said, you are a Superman. I have never seen such an employee like you in my life. With this mood, he came to house. Wife gave a coffee, which was not hot. Now what he said is, coffee, that's good, sir. I think that's real experience. That is experience. Okay, we can all form a club, I think so. Okay, now what happened is, he told his wife, coffee is not hot, but it is still tasty and it's too good. She said, if you want, can I heat it and bring it? He said, how long will you stay in kitchen in your life? You got it? He became romantic. Now who is inside him? Boss, boss. Understand, understand. Now, son saw the mood of the father. Today, this man is in good mood. Let me ask for a bicycle or a bike. He went and immediately showed the report card. Okay, that's very important. When to show the report card has got a technique. Yeah, that technique I am sure everybody would have learnt it naturally. And now he saw, son, you have done a great job in all these subjects. Only mathematics you need to improve. No, father, I will take care. I am confident I can do it. And now son is so happy. He went and saw the dog. And he started playing with the dog. Now dog is very happy. The same neighbor passed. And the dog went and started playing with him. This gentleman came and said, sir, your dog has become very friendly. And it started playing with me. He said, yeah, dog is in good mood today. You understood who is the dog. Okay? Now what happened is, he told his wife, honey, don't make anything for dinner today. We will go out. See, all experience is just coming out like that. No, so much amount of magnetic energy is there. We will go out. She asked, why unnecessarily waste money? Sir, idhe maradana keppanga. Adeda. Okay. Now what happened is, he said, no, once in a while we need to go out. They go, they have dinner. He's a small boy. Boy goes to sleep. And you know what happens after that. Now tell me, who is inside him? Boss. Who is supposed to have a romantic relationship with the wife? He or his boss? Tell me. Friends, this might look very humorous, but let us give a serious thought on this. I will tell you, there can be various management in this world. Production management, materials management, this management, that management. But there is one greatest management what we need to do is anger management. And what Socrates said is, do not do to others what angers you if done to you to others. When my boss shouted at me, I felt bad, I felt irritated, and I come back and I'm not supposed to give it back to my subordinate, because that is not leadership, that is not effectiveness. Okay, when you people go to your home and show your anger on your mother, right, I am not being effective in the way how I am handling myself. When you work in a company and start fighting with somebody because your boss shouted, I am becoming ineffective in terms of people management. Okay. The second important philosophy what he stated is, do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. So when you are going to the corporate world, first and the foremost thing is, if you are going to face an interview, friends, you will never be spared from this question called, tell me something about yourself. No interview will start without this question. Okay? If you want to be an entrepreneur, and if you want to go meet a venture capitalist, even there they'll ask, could you please tell me something about yourself, and could you please talk to me about what exactly is your business model? Without having this introspection, you can neither be an entrepreneur, nor you can enter the world of jobs. 1. 2. Anger can be channelized. It doesn't mean that I need to sit like a log. There is again a saying, only a wise man knows when to be angry, how to be angry, without hurting the feelings of self and others. My anger can get converted into products. My anger can get converted into business. Shall I give you an example? You want to know it? Okay. There is a company which used to give orders for a small company for making shoes. Okay. And this guy was happily producing shoes for that company. Suddenly this company said, let me improve the business for you. I'll give you more units, and they were expanding the business, and this guy was given more business. At one stage what happened is, the company which was giving orders, they immediately reduced the quantity to hardly 30-40%. And this guy expanded, bought machinery, improved the manpower, but he don't have orders. When this company went and asked, why don't you do something about it? Then they said, why can't you do it at a lesser rate? They said, no, it will not be cost effective for me. And then they tried all the best to convince that company, but it didn't work out. And then what happened is, this company which was doing the job work for them decided, hereafter, I don't want to produce shoes for you. We will meet in the market. That anger got converted into liberty. And they were angry with Bata. This is anger. Are you able to understand this? My anger should make me productive. And anger in the train made this country free. That's a productive anger. Clear? Shall we go to the next part of the story? Let us see what and all happens to Vishal after this. Sir. Now, manager calls Vishal and he tells, our company has subscribed for e-learning models, e-learning modules. Did you finish your e-learning? Did you finish that case study? We have already invested lakhs and lakhs of money for learning. Have you learned it? Vishal tells, no, I didn't learn anything. And manager shouts at him and he tells, neither you want to do your work properly, nor you want to update yourself. Go do something in life here. He meets Socrates and he tells Socrates, we don't have time to do work here. We need to generate reports. We need to generate reports, and we also need to learn. How is it possible? But what Socrates tells us, employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writing, so that you shall gain easily what others have labored hard for. My dear MBA students, I'll tell you, there is one thing sometimes in MBA we get irritated, is a case study. Whenever a faculty gives a case, immediately, sir, 5 pages case study, sir. Why, sir? Why are you killing us like this? எவனோ கம்பெனி ஆரம்பிச்சு கெட்டு போயிட்டான், அதுக்கு நாங்களா மாட்டணும். What is a case study? Right? Some great management graduates goes and goofs up an organization, and that organization's history comes to study for the other management graduate to correct it. Can I take it in that sense? Case studies actually is not only a method of learning, it's a reflection of how I will be in that organization if I enter there. Mr. Prakash, myself, we all used to go to Kandala for getting trained, and those trainings are very, very, very intense, and we used to work at least till 3 o'clock, and the way how that organization gives a case study is, they'll just tell, you just go near the dining table, there's a case study, take it. When we go see a case study, it will be 40-page case study. 40 pages on leadership. By the time I read the 6th page, I'll forget the 1st page. Okay? And I need to read, and next day morning, if I see, the time will be 7 o'clock. When did we sleep? We never slept here. We never slept. That night we didn't sleep. Only thing is, we were trying to discuss the case. When we came back from that case, every trainer was able to understand where a trainer was going wrong, where leadership was failing, where as an individual I am failing, and that case study is still a part of our life. Right? When you read a book written by Dell, how did Dell start his company? And those who want to be entrepreneurs here, I'll tell you, it is a fantastic opportunity to learn many things which Dell would have went wrong, so that you can walk on the road what these guys have put. Sometimes in training program, they give us a very beautiful expectation. What do you expect in this training program? Sir, it should not be theoretical, sir. I am sure my trainer friends will agree this. Okay, they'll come and tell it should not be theoretical. Then we asked, what do you mean by theory? Adhavudhu sir, eppadi? It will have lot of text. What is theory? McClelland boiled his life for 10 years and he created a motivation theory model. Is it a theory or is it a research? What is that? Management graduates get all these things in your subject. Correct? It is there in your platter. SME people will ask us, some of these SMEs who are seeing on the web, they ask us, I don't know how to motivate my subordinate. So what's your qualification? Sir, I've done my MBA, sir. Please go back, open your book, Principles of Management, Organization Behavior, read all the motivation theories that are there in the world. You need not break your heads. It is there. Last week we proved it in Hyundai. Somebody said they are not able to handle some of these people. We said, look at this model and follow it. We get a lot of books, right? I know that your universities buys a lot of books for you, all such big ones. Correct? Yes or no? How many of you fully read it? Reading it fully is difficult. But how many of you have opened some books which you still not thought that I need to open it? Some books we have not opened also. I'm going little hard because I've seen it in many colleges where students carry so much of books in the hand like this. That is the day on which the books are given in the college. I've seen it in a B school itself. Right? They just carry it so much. Whenever I see those books, school itself is giving it, college is giving it, but whereas we need to hunt and buy it in those days. Getting a Philip Kotler was a very difficult task. But today, if I want to know McClellan model, I need not go to a shop. I need to go to Google and put perspectives on McClellan model. There will be 100 managers who would have commented how they use this theory. Friends, the greatest time in which we are born is in this internet world. We are the most luckiest generation in this world. Probably you, right? I have joined you very easily, okay? Because wealth of knowledge, and that is what he is telling. You know, when did he tell this? Before thousands of years he said, read somebody's work here, you need not break your heads. He has already worked hard for you. If somebody tells, 101 things you should not do in email marketing. Okay, I have my friend who is here and he's going to give you a lot of thoughts on it. Okay, now, and if I'm going to do an email marketing business, what else do you think I need here? And you know how he said it? After undergoing all the pain, he said it. Clear? Now, is Socrates good? Yes? Are philosophers great people? This is true. This is said by him, right? I didn't tell this. Okay. Next thing is, now Vishal understood all these things, and then Vishal came and told Socrates, sir, my biggest problem is I'm not able to manage my day. I have too many things to do. I don't know how to organize. To be effective, first and the foremost thing in the morning, what I need to do is, what is the work I need to do for the entire day? I need to list it down. Okay, I need to list it down. I cannot just escape it. This is what I need to do. I need to meet my dean to get these papers. I need to go meet this company person to identify when to get a project. I should be very, very clear how my 24 hours is going to go other than my 8 hours of sleep. If this plan is not there in our day-to-day life, we are goofing up with beautifully blessed 86,400 seconds. Now, one more thing is, sometimes we'll be very busy throughout the day. We'll go here, we'll come here, we'll do this, we'll do that, and when you sit and introspect, nothing would have happened throughout the day. என்னென்னமோ வேலை பார்த்த மாதிரி இருந்தது நரேன், கடைசியில பார்த்தா ஒண்ணுமே நடக்கல அன்னைக்கு. அங்க இங்க ஓடனதான் மிச்சம். This is a regular dialogue people tell. Beware about the barrenness of busy life. I was so busy, but still nothing grew there. Okay, this is what he told. And let me conclude this quickly because Anand has given me the time. Last and the most important thing is, to be effective, we need not worry about failures and success. The reason is, when somebody gave you a job, you got your first job letter, okay? They said 25K salary. Remember, there is nothing stable in human affairs, therefore avoid undue elation in prosperity or undue depression in adversity. The minute you get this 25,000 rupees job, don't feel that's the end of the world or that's the end of your career. Welcome to the world of corporate, you got a lot of pains to handle. Okay? And if you fail, you wouldn't get a job in the first 3 interviews. Nothing to worry, the world is too big. Okay, these are the 6 philosophies based on which you can improve your effectiveness. To sum up, let us do an introspection about ourselves so we'll know whether we are effective or not. 2, let us manage anger so that we'll be in a position to understand and work with others that will make us more effective. 3rd, let us learn more. By learning more, we are becoming effective day by day. And 4th, let us have a very clear day plan so that effectiveness is always with us. 5, let us be aware that I need to be busy for a reason. And finally, let me not worry about success and failures. If you constantly start working towards your improvement, you are an effective executive. And that's what this video is all about. Yes?
Thank you, Mr. Naren. The next topic is effective negotiation skills. is the 41st topic by Mr. Arvind Chandok.